this beautiful afternoon, and to give everyone a a Zoom section about how to apply for PA grant, right? Last time we did a section with about 100 people. It was mixed with English and Chinese speakers, and we have a lot of people who are getting their PA grants already, right? And some people they're roll over to the second round. And right now, the second round is open until August 25th, I believe. So you guys just in time for the second round, right? If you haven't applied yet. Um, so, I don't want to take too much time. We really appreciate Champion for taking this time out to help everyone to get this PA grant, right? And hope everyone do apply and do get the money, okay? So thank you, Champion. I will pass the mic to you.
Okay, thank you, Quinn, for the wonderful introduction here. But then again, I have to say this event was really mainly decided to create it was because of Miranda. She says that she has a great network of people, and a lot of them are maybe not getting the resources. So I'm like, well, there's a lot of resources out there. It would be so sad if people are not getting it. So imagine how many entrepreneurs, how many enterprises they're getting money, and yet most of the small business owners, they're not getting money, right? I still remember when the PPP money came out first, the first thing you hear on the news was that you hear about, what is it called? The Shake Shack took so much money and that they have to return money. And yet the smallest business owners, where they needed the money the most, they didn't apply or they had no idea about it. So I felt like it was so important for our community to be represented and to be able to get some money as well. All right, so it's actually really easy. It's not that hard. Okay, so let me share my screen. Oh no, I'm not the host anymore. Can someone make me the co-host? I think I just transferred my host position. Xiao-Ing, you're my host. Can you co-host me real quick?
I think you can reclaim the host, maybe.
Oh yeah, let me try that. No, I cannot.
Okay.
I claim host.
Okay, you are co-host now.
Okay, great. Sorry. Hiccups here. Okay, I'm trying to go on Facebook Live, but it's not working for me. So let me just do this. Okay, well, it's actually pretty easy. So all you have to do is go onto this website here. It's called PA Business Grant. This is the website to get the. Let me actually go back one tab. So if you click onto pabusinessgrants.com, this is the official website for the entire Pennsylvania state grant. And then you could click on start application. This is how you could get started. But today we're just going to go into, how's the application process, all of that. There's a lot of FAQs. There's questions here. There's also instructions how to fill out the application properly. There's also videos teaching you how to do it. There are videos teaching you how to upload your documents. There's so many things. All the videos. I think this is I gotta say, PA, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania really hit home run with getting this grant ready for people. So just to share with you a little bit about the eligibility. To be eligible to apply, a business must be physically located, certified to do business, and generate at least 51% of the revenues in Pennsylvania. So it's got to be a Pennsylvania, money-making business here, right? We're talking about people who are annual revenue of $1 million or less who have been impacted by COVID-19. So you will be able to qualify. We're also talking about business owners who have 25 or fewer full-time equivalent employees prior to February 15, 2020. So this is a very important date. February 15, 2020 is the date any businesses created before February 15, 2020 would, in this category, would be able to qualify. So, you know, I'm just going to go into the PowerPoint slides so that way you have a better idea how it will work, right? Okay, let me pull it up. Okay, and one of the good things to share with you, you know, some people are like, oh, I probably don't have any chance. So there are $225 million for the PA, for Pennsylvania, right, state grant. But one thing I love about it is that 100 million of the money is going to be allocated to historically disadvantaged businesses. And that's including, you know, like different, the minority groups, right? The African Americans, the islanders, the, you know, Asians, historically disadvantaged. We're not talking about the mainstream Americans. This is our chance. They already put away 50% of that money. And it is our duty to apply, and if we don't, then that funds is going to be there. Maybe it's going to be applied to other businesses again. So, you know, it's so important, especially we have some community leaders on this Zoom chat. It is very important for you guys to, you know, reach out to your community and let them to start applying. And one of the good things about this program is that it's not first come, first serve. There's actually 4 rounds of this application. The first round already went by. I already have clients who already received the money, not just approved, actually already received the money. But now we're on a second round. So the second round application started August 10th, 2020. The application end date would be August 28th. So get the second round in as soon as possible, guys. Make sure you get in, right? So I'm just going to talk about some, if maybe in the future, you could also have some, maybe you could also, you know, go over this PowerPoint. It's already on the website I shared with you about. So let's just go over the grant money. How much are you approved for? Keyword is grant, right? Grant means it's free money. It's not a loan, it's free money. If you qualify, it's going to be free. Of course, you got to spend the money within the guidelines, right? Okay, so 5,000 to 50,000 are available. There you go. Grants are available only for businesses with annual. I already shared with you guys about the $1 million. And it can be for anybody who has C Corp, S Corp, IRS Schedule C, line 31 or line 33, sole proprietors. You guys will all qualify. This is pretty interesting. Independent contractors or self-employed individuals will also qualify. That opens up a lot of room for what? Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, Uber Eats, you know, real estate agents, life insurance agents, independent contractors, whoever gets a 1099 will qualify. And some of you guys who are a startup and you're a sole independent contractor or sole proprietor, you can still apply if it is a startup within this year, as long as you can show your profit and loss statement or their stream of income coming in, then you can also apply, as long as the business has been established before April 15, 2020. So make sure that, you know, you get your dates, you know, double check if you're going to be qualified. If you're qualified, great. Why not get free money, right? So I already shared with you guys, 51% of the money, $100 million, is, you know, designated, it's already planned to be given to historically disadvantaged businesses, including African American, Hispanic, Native American, Asian American. I'm Asian American, right? Pacific Islanders, you name it. So it is so important to make sure our communities are getting this resource and they're applying. I'm Chinese and I'm very proud with my cousin Quinn and a lot of our, you know, team here. We're able to reach out to our community, provide this information, and many of them already received the money from first round. So don't miss out, guys. If you learn this information and you don't share with your community, you are not doing your diligence there, okay? Make sure you share with your community there. So all the businesses owned and operated by low and moderate income business owners. Low and moderate business owners are defined as with a total household income of 80% or less than the county median income. So if your income is within, you know, reason, you're also going to be qualified as well. So, you know, you can double check on that. Business located in rural communities and disadvantaged areas defined as USCDFI funds areas, including those located. So this is, you know, certain area of, like say example, Philadelphia would have higher chance of being chosen. So if some of your businesses are in these rural areas, then there's a good chance that you're going to be receiving the money faster too. Certain industry sectors, including retail, food, hospitality, health, and wellness, personal care, they also have a little bit more priorities as well. I do think that they're being hit the most. You know, I know that the food industry, COVID-19 in the beginning, so many of them, you know, closed down for maybe 3-4 months, right? Some of them still not open up because of that. Businesses impact most financially based on gross revenue losses, right? So that's the #1 priority here. Secondary, woman-owned businesses. So if you are a woman who owns the business, awesome. You have a higher this is a secondary priority now. So you have a much higher chance of getting the money. So let's look at, you know, how are the funds going to be appropriated to, you know, different types of businesses, right? If your annual revenue is up to $50,000, then you're going to be qualified for $5,000 grant. Man, this is pretty good for some Uber or Lyft drivers whose income is like maybe $50,000 in revenue. Hey, you could be qualified for $5,000, right? Of course, you got to get approved. This is the chart here. So go back to the reference back to this chart as you're going through. Eligible funds. So here also shares with you a little bit, how could you use the funds? Well, it could be payroll costs, it could be costs related for healthcare benefits during, you know, periods of paid sick, medical, family leave, or insurance premiums. Working capital for the purpose of paying mortgage principal for the business, not your own house, okay? Rent payments, utility payments, working capital for a purpose of covering the cost of reopening business operations after fully or partially closed due to the state mandated business during March, 20th. This is something, or any expenses, costs incurred needed for due to COVID-19. I know that a lot of people are doing the PDEs, all of that. You could use those funds for that. Also, you know, COVID-19 expenses cannot be, so pretty much this is saying that do not commingle or do not use the funds for the same reasons, right? So say example, you got money from PPP or you got money for EIDL and you're paying your employees. Well, you're paying your employee for already with that money, then use your grant money for something else, right? Don't try to double dip. You know, you should be applying once for, you know, one grant or one loan for one reason. Do not try to double dip, okay? And then we'll talk about some required documentation that's needed. There is article of incorporation, certificate of organization. This is only needed for people who are a C Corp, S Corp. You know, these are, you know, pretty much what's needed. You do need your driver's license or a government issued photo ID. So everything needs to be uploaded in PDF. So later you'll see about the uploading. Make sure you upload everything in PDF. Do not, you know, upload pictures because they're gonna, I mean, it either will slow down your application or it will just get neglected, right? And everybody's required to complete the applicant certification form, which you can click here to get that form. And there's that, you know, that list of the form, which I have here. It just says that this is just saying that, you know, you're just gonna read over, you know, hey, your business is from, you know, 2015. It's just, you know, you got to initial every one of them. So make sure you initial each and every single one of these boxes to certify that, you know, you're receiving the money, you understand how you're going to use the money, all of that. You can look more deeper into it as you can look into it. So ineligible businesses, right? Businesses who are not physically in Pennsylvania are not allowed to get money from Pennsylvania. I think that's very, very fair. Businesses that are in active default, not on a payment plan with taxes, then you cannot get it. So the key word is also, you know, payment plan. If you already have an active default, but if you get into a payment plan with the IRS, then you can also apply as well. Some of you guys who are in a little bit trouble with the tax part, you could reach out. So if you heard about our ordinance, our event today through Miranda, get connected with Miranda. Miranda can connect you with some of our professionals here who can help you with the tax, maybe help you get rid of some, maybe help you getting on the tax payment plan, or how to get rid of it, right? Business engage in any activity with illegal. So yes, anything that you're doing illegal, you're not going to be qualified for it. Nonprofits, churches are not going to be qualified for it. Financial businesses primarily engage in lending, such as banks and finance companies, are also not considered. Real estate business with majority of 51% of their homes is rental, also not eligible. Insurance companies, private clubs and businesses, read this. This is going to tell you pretty much a little bit more about it. So now this is the official application. You're going to click on it. You can click on here for the certification form or the one I showed you earlier, but all you have to do is apply now. And then once you hit apply now, you're pretty much, this is the certification form. Make sure you initial every one of them. So I'm just going to fly by. Article of incorporation, if you're S Corp or C Corp, this is something that you probably get it from your tax accountant or your CPA, or even yourself if you create it yourself. Make sure to get it if you have a C Corp, S Corp, or LLC, then you would need something like that to prove that you have started your business, or a business license. If you have a business license, you can use that. It's not and. So any way to show that your business has been started before February 15, 2020. So this is one of those proofs that you could use. And I'm going to move to the application process now. Click on to apply now. I love how, this PDF is so clear. I'm just going through just in case, some of you guys may have questions at the end, but this is so well explained. You're going to put in your name, your email, you're just going to put in all your information, the zip code of your business. Do not put your own, your house zip code, unless if you are a, like a Uber or Lyft, then you may be able to put in your zip code, of your own house, right? So, that's that. Social security number. You do have to include any business owners who own 20% or more of the business. So say example, if you have someone who owns 80% and someone owns 20%, you need to put both business owners in there. But if you have someone who is 10% and then all the other ones who are like more than 20%, you don't need to include the person who's 20%. You have to include people with 20% or more of the ownership. Here, just follow the steps. It's pretty simple, right? Business, if you have no business website, then it's www.none.com. If you do have it, then you share that. Purpose of the grant. How do you plan to use the grant? For payroll. So for me, if some people who already receive money for PPP and they're using that money for payroll, I would suggest you to use a different reason, right? Unless you already exhausted the PPP money, then it makes a lot of sense for you to use as payroll for whatever reason you needed the money for, right? And then you're going to share with, will this grant create new jobs or maintain old jobs, whatever the reason is, right? Just fill out, honestly, right? Annual revenue. What was your annual revenue last year, right? They look at last year, right? So if it is for people who just started a startup, like recently this year, then you would need a profit and loss statement, and you would need to know what is your profit starting from January until whenever you exhausted the funds. Whenever you stop working and the funds came in, right? That's one of the ways to look at it. And then for some of you guys who doesn't know how much amount you would be approved for, there is a button here. It says click eligibility. Look at this chart, you know, accordingly to whatever your annual revenue. So say example, 75,000 to 100,000, you're qualified for a $15,000 grant, vice versa, right? Follow accordingly with this, you know, with the chart. Okay, business demographics. This is one of the ways to find out for the PA business grant, you know, to find out, hey, are you a good match for them in terms of you know, giving money, right? So who is this? Who is your customer base? Is it business to business to company, or both, right? So you have to pick, you know, whatever the reason is, right? What type of business is it? You know, what is the NAIC code? You could also check that. If you don't know what that code is, there is a button here. It says click here. So you can look up your code. Is this business, you know, woman owned? You could also notate that. So, you know, just answer your questions accordingly. Do you sell products? What is it that you do? There you go. So here, you know, if you don't know what kind of business you are in, you can always go back into this chart. It would tell you a little bit more and gives you much more insight in terms of which are you in manufacturer, selling products, service, construction, transportation, and then it tells you a little bit more who and what are you doing, right? So disclosures, here is, you know, here are some of the questions, like, please provide total combined household taxable income filed for 2019, line 11B, or 2018, 10. So for most people, I think they already have their 2019 filed. If you haven't, then you could use 2018. Just plug in, look at your chart, look at your tax return and plug in whatever numbers that's needed, right? Does the business operate in revitalization area, including Main Street program or Elm Street program? If you don't know, I think this is no, but there's actually a whole chart to say if you are in that category or not. So, you know, with reference, I think I can show you in a bit later as well, and you could hit yes or no on that. Or what was the gross revenue for March to May? So the question is, you know, what is your revenue from March 2019 to May 2019? Put in that number. What was the gross for March 2019, March 2020 to 20. So they're trying to make a comparison if your business has been impacted from, you know, 2019 as compared to 2020. This is a criteria to meet to qualify for the grant, right? Has the company received COVID-19? Has, you know, say example, have you received the EIDL Advance grant, local municipal emergency funds, or other? So this is where, you know, you would share. Oh, so they already updated this application. They don't ask for the PPP money anymore. So, and the keyword is advanced grant. They're not asking you for the EIDL loan. They're asking if you have received the grant. So, you know, make sure you answer accordingly. If yes, what was the name of the program? If it is yes, question 5, what is that amount received, etc. There you go. So yes, there you go. So yep, you can finish. You can save your application, or you could submit your application. Hit continue. It's pretty easy, right? It's not hard. And then you should receive an email, and it says click here to log in. So once you click, you're gonna reset your password, right? You're gonna set up a new password for yourself, so that way you can log in for a future reference, right? This is a minimum 8 characters, a letter, capital letter, lowercase, and also one of these special characters. That is the requirement for it. And then once you already submitted, you already create a password, what you need to do is upload documents. They're gonna need documents from you to upload. So it's gonna look like a profile like this. Say example, you needed to give your tax return. then you're gonna upload your tax return, right? Oh, also you have to choose your business type, whether you're sole proprietor, you're corporation. So sole proprietor without employees, if you're like 1099, that's a sole proprietor, okay? So that's pretty much it right there. So just go through each and every one of them to upload. It should look completed. Everything should be completed. So if you, so you see right here, it says profit and loss statements as of, you know, March 30. This is for startup only. If you're not a startup, you don't really need it. And if you don't need it, all you need to do is like create a, all you need to do is create a PDF where it says not applicable to business. Make sure you have that down, you know, upload in PDF form. Do not upload in picture form, none of that. Make sure you upload in PDF. If it's not applicable to business, just upload that, right? Anything like that, just upload that. Okay, where am I? Oh, God. Okay, there you go. No. Okay, there you go. Okay, all right. Yep, that's and then last step. So once you complete everything, uploading, the next step is that you will be linking your bank information. Step 1, click on it, link your bank information. You click on to link your bank, right? You're gonna have to continue. Of course, you have to read some of the disclosures. You can look up by whichever bank that you're banking with. The example is Bank of America. You're gonna log in with your Bank of America information and password. So that way, once you are approved, the money can automatically just deposit into your bank account. So that's what it will work. That's how it's gonna look like. If you don't know where to find your routing and account number, find a check, and this is where routing number it is, account number it is. You know, this is so well made PowerPoint, because it's really meant for people to, it's really meant for everyone to, I think anybody for the first time after looking at this PDF would probably know how to apply for it. So that's really, you know, that's really the application process to get started with the PA Business Grant. Let me go back here. So that's pretty much it. But one thing here I'd like to share with you. When you go onto the website, you hit start application. You would want to hit whichever county that you are in, and then, you know, pick one of these organizations that you want to apply with. I like you guys. Last time I told people that you don't want to apply all with one company, right? Take your chances. Some of you guys prefer one organization over another. You could do that, but definitely not try to like everybody use one, because then they're going to be overwhelmed, right? Because we want people to be looking at our applications. So that's all I have to share. I am open for Q&A if anybody have questions. I think that people have questions, so I'm open for Q&A here now.
Well, I'm good. It's Terry here. I think you did a great job. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
But I understand everything, and I'm gonna run right now. But thank you so much. And if you have, I hope Miranda will let me know the next time you're doing another one.
No, you should be receiving money already.
Yes,
you apply, you get the money.
Right. I will apply. Okay. But I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, sounds good. All right. I have a lot of questions here. Quinn, can you help me out real quick?
Yes. Thank you, Terry, for attending. So Ruth is asking, is there any for Georgia?
Ruth, I really think there are. You just got to look for it. Like New Jersey, I just found out that they also have a similar business grant like that. But it's a little bit different. It is not a grant, it's actually a loan, but they don't charge you interest for the first 3 years, and your payment is not going to be due until 3 years later. So it's really, I think every state has something like that going right now. just because every state probably is trying to help the community out themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Are you from Georgia, Ruth?
Yeah, she is. That's Jean. Her foundation name is Root Library Foundation.
Oh, okay. Okay, Jean, yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
she's from Georgia. Well, our home office is in Georgia too. But definitely you should look out for something in Georgia. I'm sure they do. I think every state pretty much is they have something similar like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Another question is, does this apply to 501c3 nonprofits?
Great question, Kayla. So I believe it was already answered in a PowerPoint. Nonprofits cannot apply, but I know nonprofits has big hearts. They're always about helping community. You can share the information and have the information, you know, passed to let the people in your community know about it and apply for it. Hopefully that answers your questions, Kayla.
All right. So next question, is the funding available to the real estate investors?
Yes, Miranda. So the question, it's also answered in the PowerPoint pretty much. It says that if you're a real estate investor, if you are someone who has more than 51% in real estate and that's rental, then you will not qualify.
So Champagne, that's not actually my question. There's somebody else with
Okay.
my name, which is a little bit weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, someone else asked the question.
There's two of Mirandas here. That's
I don't
awesome.
know.
Okay. Well, there you go. I'm answering to that whoever the Miranda here is. Oh, maybe when they were trying to log in, they thought enter Miranda's name. I see. Maybe.
All right.
Maybe
So
that's
next question. If you have not filed taxes for 2020, are you still eligible?
Great question. I don't think anybody has filed their taxes for 2020. We're only up to 2019. So we just need 2019 tax return or 2018, whichever works for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. We can use 2018, Kayla.
Or 2019, yes.
Or yes. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Champagne.
Wow, that wasn't too fast, was it? I just wanted to, you guys don't have a lot of questions. I expect you guys have more questions here.
Anyone have more questions? You guys can open your mic or put in the chat box.
Yeah, I have a question. So I'm not that good with these you know, computer stuff and what to do. So could I get some help to like do the application?
Yes. Are you also connected with Miranda?
I'll have to find out. My wife actually set me up on this call.
Okay.
So I'll have to find out from her. Yeah.
Your wife did you good. You're about to receive good money. So yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna have, I'll share. So what if you want to be followed up, just
Okay.
text me, you can text me your name and text me your name and what
Okay.
you want, and I can connect you with the people who could help you, okay?
Oh, okay.
So
You
let me
could,
just,
All right.
one way is
So just-
to ask your wife who's the inviter.
Okay.
They will set you up with to help you, or you know, they will know someone who they can refer to help you. Or if
Okay.
you don't know who your inviter is, then Champagne just post her phone number in the chat box. You guys
Okay.
can you know, directly contact her also. Her phone number is
Oh, okay.
267-575-0698. My number is so close to her, so.
Hey, Quinn.
0698. Okay.
Quinn,
Thank you so much.
Most likely it's me. My email, I sent out email blasts a couple of times.
Okay.
So yeah, it's most likely it's me.
Right. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you, yeah, you could, you know, contact with Michael, you could contact with, you know, your wife's inviter. Most likely is Miranda. So Miranda can help you set up the, you know, appointment and then able to help you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Anyone have any other questions?
Very
Well,
good.
yeah, thank you so much, Champagne, for taking your time out to do this for the community, to help everybody. Champagne have a big heart, and really appreciate you. If yeah, if we don't have any other questions, you know, if you guys have questions later on, contact your inviter, okay? If you cannot reach them, then contact Champagne. But go to your inviter first.
When I'm just an email away. All my information, my cell phone is right there on the email. Caribbean Community in Philadelphia. If you go there, you will see all the information is right there.
Where
So,
is it, Miranda? We don't
yeah,
see it.
it's very easy for you to find me. And
Miranda, where did you put it?
it's on the email. I emailed people. I didn't email you. I didn't
Oh,
include
okay.
Annie, but I emailed my community.
Okay. I thought you said you are okay. So you talking about people can find the email that they receive,
Yeah.
contact you.
Yep.
Okay.
And I did a reminder.
Chat box.
Oh, no. I did a reminder like 2 hours ago. So it's the same email.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thanks again, guys.
Oh, yes, I do want to show something as proof. We did have people who received money. This is an example. This is an example. Like once you receive, once everything's approved, you would be able to, you know, get something from the Lendistry, which is the lendistry.com team. They're going to say, hey, you have been approved. For this client, actually received $25,000 in grant money. So you will be notified if you are going to be approved. But if you get a DocuSign from Lendistry, don't be like, hey, who is Lendistry? Lendistry is the one who is processing all the applications. So don't be, be ready to receive money.
So good.
Okay, well, we had a lot of fun, guys.
We have many people who are waiting, you know, to receive their money. And it's like half a chance. Some people roll to the second round.
Yes, the chances are pretty high. You know, I see there's a lot of African Americans here. There's Asian Americans here. I think we're going to be able to get it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's, you know, it give you at least $5,000 of grant. So it's really good. And it could go up to $50,000 of grant. So you guys should, if you haven't done so, should definitely apply.
Yes, absolutely. So for everybody, we have a lot of fun. Thanks for having us, and thanks Miranda for, reaching out to your community, and hopefully we're able to help you guys. And I hope let us know when you do receive money. But then again, Miranda and we're actually working on a project to, teach people more about how money works and all that. So stay tuned for some of the mailers that Miranda have. If not, definitely reach out to us so we can invite you to our next event where we might be talking about how to save money on taxes, how to, grow your money, how to have your, or even business opportunities where you could work at home and make additional income. So I'm excited. I hope we're able to help the community. Quinn, are you excited?
Oh yes, definitely. I was just past couple of days, I know Femay just say that she had her client who will receive $5,000, and then, well, they already received, I guess, received $5,000, and another one received $25,000, right? So that's awesome. I know that I have someone who will receive $10,000, and another one who will receive $25,000 also. And I think I might have a few more because I haven't contacted them, but you know, whenever they receive the email, you know, they will contact me. So
And yes, we have a good friend here. Ambu said once he qualified for the money, he's going to treat us lunch. That's the entire goal of this event here. Once you guys qualify for money, I want free nails done, free hair is done, free food, the entire shebang done.
Don't forget to thank Hanny too. Hanny has been instrumental in my life
Oh,
too.
yes.
And within pushing the community. So Hanny, take a bow.
yes,
Honey, show your face. We would like you to share because I know that you're going to be working with Miranda very closely.
Yep, college exit plan. What else, Hanny? House taxes reduce, college, all sorts of taxes reduce. You can name it all, Hanny.
Yes. Yes, I apologize. My kids have piano lessons, so it's a little bit loud in here. That's why I mute myself.
That's fine. Yeah, thank you, Honey, you know, for connecting Miranda, and Miranda for reaching out to, you know, many of the people in your community. So, you know, we're able to reach out to more people so we can help them to get this grant, right? So that's really awesome. Thank you, Honey. All right.
Thank you,
So-
everyone.
Yep. You're welcome.
Okay.
So
See you next time.
yeah, so we will end
Thank you.
the section here. No
Thank you.
problem.
Okay, bye.
Have a great day,
Thank you,
everyone.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.